Hey y'all, it's day. So I'm going to be doing a reading for us today, and I'm using the Fortuna Tarot deck, one of my favorite decks. I'm very excited for this reading. This is going to be another celebrity reading, and let's see what comes through. Thank you for love, thank you for the guidance, thank you for the protection. Please continue to guide and protect us as we walk our path. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, what would be beneficial for this person to know? Is there spiritual team want to communicate to them? What do they want them to know? Just spread this out a little bit. Magician card is popping out. Feels good. So, no under the deck or top of the deck undercurrent energy. Maybe this might be more straightforward. So on the far left of the spread, so in the first card that we have is the Seeker or the Fool card. Usually with the Fool card there is some form of spaciousness or air or dreams in regards to like the person in question, like things that they want to experience. There's imagination involved, but mostly there's this expansiveness and a feeling of what direction do I want to go in, or what do I want to start, or what's calling me. I do see this person is reflecting on their ability to like travel, or their ability to see many things. It's kind of like they feel like if I want to go to Australia, I can go there, or if I want to go to China, I can go there. So they're reflecting on the fact that they have choices, and they have resources, and they have the ability to kind of travel anywhere that they want to go. And that's a very interesting feeling. I'm not sure if they're just like reflecting on it, or they're expressing gratitude in it. On the right of that, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Hanged One or the Hanged Man upright. We have, coming out in the choice point position, the King of Cups. on the right of this hangman, and on top of this king of cups, we have four of swords in reverse. Something in this person's life, it feels like one aspect of their life is like empty, or I'm hearing the word dormant, or like feels like it's not moving, it's stagnated in some way, or they just feel like they're not seeing any movement or progress in this area of their life. Going back to the seeker, it does feel like they feel like they've done enough things. Like this is someone that career-wise, they've done everything that they wanted to do. They have money and resources. They can travel anywhere that they want to go. They get to experience all the luxuries of life. And then they kind of just feel like they're just kind of sitting there. So they kind of feel like a trophy on the shelf type of energy. Like there's some form of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, that this person has not been able to experience yet, or at least in a long-term situation. And for this person, the way that's coming through is like having the career and the money, but not having the love interest, or not having someone to share it with. I do see that this person is open to relationships. They're open to getting to know people. And then we got the four swords on top. So there is an aspect of them it's like they feel like they're waiting, or they've been waiting, but there are certain things that they do that is really not waiting. And it's not necessarily that they have to wait, but it's the energy of someone like that will go from one relationship to the next, and they're like actively looking for their person, and they're not. And it's like, if you were to ask them, when's the last time you've been in the relationship, it's kind of like they don't really count the relationships that they have had, because maybe it like the relationship never really took off, or it just didn't go anywhere, so they kind of like don't count it. So if you were to ask this person, they've been single for a very long time, but like really they have been with different people. It's just like their schedules were off, or the communication wasn't consistent, or it was like some kind of event will happen where they'll meet, and there'll be like long periods in between the times that they got to meet the person or hang out with the person. So it's like they don't really like, if you were to ask them, it's like, I've been single forever, because there hasn't been like a real commitment type of thing going on. But it's giving me the energy of like their spiritual team wants them to continue being open to relationships, but also have this level of like taking your time, being more grounded in regards to your approach to dating or their interactions. Okay, so on the far left of the spread we have the Five of Swords in reverse. It feels like this person feels like they miss the mark when it comes to like dating. Like they're not understanding why it's so hard, or why it's so complicated, or why it's so inconsistent. And it does make them feel like an outcast sometimes. We have Judgment card in reverse directly underneath the Seeker, the Fool card that came out initially. So immediately their spiritual team wants them to not feel shame for not having one of those milestone experiences that a lot of people put a lot of pressure on themselves for. So that could be like getting married, being in a committed relationship, having kids, buying a house, buying a car, stuff like that. They have some shame, and I'm hearing the word guilt surrounding maybe not having been able to find someone that they can or want to commit to. So directly underneath this Three of Wands that came out at the top of the spread next to the Hangman, we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Wands can represent like, the Three of Wands can represent like expansion and moving forward and looking forward to. And with the Two of Cups coming out underneath it in reverse, there's not much optimism or hope right now regarding like them being in a committed relationship. So they feel like they have lost some kind of hope or motivation or foresight or looking forward to being in a relationship. Underneath the Hanged Man, where they feel like their life has been paused, or this area of their life has been paused, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Sun card in reverse. So what's coming through with the Nine of Cups is that their value cannot be like changed. So like, there's a lot of people have a lot of opinions about, for example, like, I don't want to get too specific, but people have different expectations of like gender roles, relationships, lifestyles, and this person feels like they are hyper aware that they fall into a category of a person that would be subject to projections of like widely held beliefs or something that has to do with like a need to be in a relationship. So this person just feels like they're getting older and they don't want to be alone. So they're being faced with this confrontation of them aging and not being in a committed relationship, or aging and not having children. So, with the Nine of Cups coming out, which represents contentment, and the Sun card coming out in reverse, which upright could represent like joy and abundance and being seen. Radiance, it's like wanting something and not being able to be in the present moment or enjoy their life fully because this is in the back of their mind. On the right spread earlier, we had the King of Cups in the choice point position, representing that this person is like they haven't given up on love. They are very communicative, like they want to, they're still trying. And on top of that, we had the Four of Swords. Something about being grounded. Underneath that, we have the Tower card in the choice point position. So not rushing into things and not being so open. Like allowing the relationship to cook. Kind of the energy. We have Alchemy in reverse underneath the Tower card in the choice point position. Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands in reverse. Ten of Coins in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the resistant position. The way that this is coming through is like, I guess it's a reminder of this person's self-worth, because they do feel like, it just feels like similar to a midlife crisis where someone hasn't found a committed partner and they feel like they're getting older, and there's this awareness of being older and not being in a committed relationship. But I see that their spiritual team is wanting them to kind of like continue to believe in their value outside of these things. There is this overcoming energy with the Seven of Wands in the choice point position. So like they're fighting for their self-image. Yeah, I'm seeing that they've had some, like, I guess, failed relationships in the past. And it seemed like they weren't really going anywhere. Or she wasn't able to see any progress or development. But their spiritual team wants them to, like, I guess, see their blessings, to appreciate the other pleasures in life. It's giving me also this energy of like, really, she's okay with this. It's just that, I don't know, something's happened, like, I don't know if her birthday is coming up. Like, you know, when people hit a certain age, they just start thinking about things differently. It's like she's okay with it, but I think when she focuses outside of herself on how she thinks she may be perceived and this awareness of what it might mean in other people's perceptions or opinions, I don't know what her life means if she's not in a committed relationship or don't have kids when she wants them. The universe, with the universe coming out, there's definitely something coming through about timing or seasons. And closing, reading, and be aware of what you want to understand. Closing. So we have the Magician card coming out on top of this Two of Cups that came out in reverse, representing this person has had failed relationships before. And the other thing that keeps coming up with these past relationships as they are or as we are reflecting on them, it's not like this person met the love of their life and passed them over or they missed them or anything. And it's not like these past relationships need to be salvaged either. It's like this person really truly hasn't met the one yet. It's like, I don't know, it's giving me this energy of like, you're not lost or you're not on the wrong track. It's just like it hasn't happened yet. It just hasn't happened yet. It just hasn't been that season. So this person feels like a late bloomer in this, even though they have all these other avenues of success and achievements. Like I said, this person has money, they have resources, they have status, people know who they are, they know that they have quality work. It's like there's so many, like I said earlier in the reading, they can travel anywhere that they want. They can pretty much have any experience they want. If they want to go to the amusement park, they want to go to a beach, they want to go to a fancy hotel, they want to experience anything, like they have that ability. But there's just this area of their life that they feel like they're not understanding why they haven't been able to have a certain experience. But yeah, we have the Magician card falling out on top of the Two of Cups in reverse. And it's just giving me like superstar energy, like their spiritual team doesn't want this stage of their life not being experienced yet make them feel any less of like special or like make them question their self-confidence. Because with the Magician, they're like kind of reiterating that like this person is the shit, or like they have a lot going for them. Ten of Cups falling out. So the Ten of Cups is falling out on top of the Sun card, which came out in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the resistant position. We have the Magician card, the Empress card in the resistant position as well. So I see this person needs to continue to learn how to nurture themselves and value themselves and love themselves outside of societal expectations. So, like, trying to get out of this energy of feeling insecure about not being in a relationship, which is easier said than done, if that's something that you want. 7, the other 9 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. Their spiritual team wants to encourage them to move forward, knowing that love is available to them. There is this divine love or emotional fulfillment that their spiritual team wants them to experience, and they're on set to experience it. But they have to kind of, I guess, find a way to keep the faith, or to continue to see their value as before they experience this. Which seems cruel. Why you have to wait so long for something? But yeah, going back to earlier in the message, it was saying, like, if you were to ask this person, they've been single for a long time, but from their spiritual team's perspective, they really haven't just, like, taken that time to sit with themselves without any distractions. But the universe is coming up again, reiterating that there are seasons, and this just hasn't been this person's season yet, but that doesn't mean that it's not available, or it's not coming, or it's not possible. And somehow this person has to learn or realize that that is the truth, and to somehow hold on to that knowing. But their spiritual team wants them to just basically keep living. Knight of Swords, Justice. Yeah, like, keep planning something, keep creating a vision for yourself. Yeah. But angels, guides, ancestors, God's love, and medical energy that's in truth and love. Thank you for the love, thank you for the guidance, thank you for the protection. If this message resonates with you, like the videos, I know that the message is received. Bye.